And I suppose a channel about really just connecting with Relay, who we are and the people that we are. I think that's the important thing. So welcome to our first podcast, our first YouTube channel as well. Our first video. We hope it's working. We like sitting behind everything here, and everything should be working. But we'll see what the final result looks like. So the idea behind this is just to connect with Relay in a very different way, and find out who we are, the stories about us, and what makes us tick, and what keeps us going each day. So so our first guest today is Solly from Relay EMS. It does say Relay EMS, yeah.
Let me see.
And,
I must check it, I must check it.
So we're going to chat to Solly today, just find out a bit more about who Solly is and what makes Solly tick at the end of the day. And just a good discussion and a good time together. So we hope you guys enjoy this, and we hope this is the start of something very different for us. And you get to engage with us in a different way and see us in a different light.
Yeah, that is
what we do as well. So I suppose we'll jump into it and get going. And I suppose the question everybody wants to ask is, how did you actually get into EMS? Because you weren't, it was not your first career choice at all.
Great, to be honest, it actually was my first career choice.
Okay.
But back in the day, when we both still had hair.
Yes. Okay. I remember those days.
Yeah, it was quite difficult. I won't say difficult. If I can share a story with you quickly.
Yeah, Sonny does like to talk, so we might have to cut his stories a little bit short, but we'll give him some leeway on the stories.
Okay, Greg, I know. I knew you were going to say that. But just to give you a short intro into why I had to choose a different career path, and almost 30 years later, not even 30, Greg, man, I'm not that old. 20 years later, I decided to go back into EMS because somebody in the old metro, the old Dias, what they called it back in the day, he said I was too short.
Yes, I was going to ask the true story.
The true story was I was too short.
That line, like when your kids go and play in the play area.
You know that line?
Yes.
I hate that line. Today even I hate that line. If I see that line, it's like... So, yes, that is how it actually came about. I was too short. The line, I was just underneath the line. I was told to go back to school and ask the teachers to actually teach me a subject called, in Afrikaans, he said it great. Because those times, those medics, they actually came from the army, eh?
Yes. Okay.
They came from the army, and they called it lengte, which means length. And I was like looking at this guy, I'm like, what? He says, gaan terug en sê vir die meneer om die vat te gee lengte. I couldn't understand it, but you know what, when I got outside of that facility, those old 250, 4-250s, F-250s were standing there, and genuinely, you needed to have length and actually upper body strength to actually lift that stretcher. Okay. But then I left it. And
so that was your start of your EMS career, and kind of a short end there.
Yeah, very short, very short. But the difficult thing is that that disappointment, man.
Yes.
And you wanted to actually be in this industry.
What do you tell your family and your friends now?
Yeah,
they're going to ask you when you come back home again. What happened?
When I actually told my father back then, and I told him what happened, and he just laughed at me. But don't give up. It will get there. But the passion never died. So you do come across accidents and all that. But it's that
passion you had was always there.
That's the thing. It's actually, it's not EMS. It's not a job. And I should tell that for everybody. It's not a job. It's about passion. It's about your calling, actually, and it's a true calling. It's something that attracts you. And I think what makes us different from the rest is actually you if it's not the genuine calling, you'll find it very difficult to adapt in this industry.
You need to have a passion for what you do, I think.
Yeah, and my thing was always to find that place in this world that actually bridges that gap between a crisis and assistance.
Okay.
Because you have that gap, and you try to close that gap. Where I've seen many times the thing that actually really made me go out and say, this is a job for me, is a child was bumped in front of me, in front of a friend's house. I didn't go the other way.
You
I went.
Some people go the other direction.
Some people go the other day, but I went to there and I assisted the child in any form, and I had no training, nothing, but I assisted the child, and somebody else phoned the ambulance, and they came there, and this one a medic there, he said, okay, well done, if it wasn't for you, this thing could have been different. And that already
started again.
Then it started again. The first thing I actually asked was, is that line still there?
Okay.
He said,
They took the line away.
That is phased out, dude. You can come. And yes, it started.
So what year did you actually start then? What year did you?
Craig, me and years.
Yeah. They kind of blur together now, eh?
Yeah, eh?
They blur together now, the years.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not in years, but it was in the early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
Or late 2000s, there around. But it's not an easy decision.
Yeah.
To start again, and at that age, and
It takes some courage to do that.
and especially if you're married, there's kids.
Yes, yeah.
And the wife has had
Some questions about you.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis so early in your life.
You're correct. And it took 2 years of planning, to be honest. 2 years of planning. The what ifs were there. But if it's a calling, it's a calling. It pushes you day and night.
Yeah.
When you hear that sirens, it's like this magnetic force that is pulling you into this industry. And it didn't stop there. Eh? When I went actually to the first, what do you call it, the college?
Yes.
Went there, enrolled. The guy said, no, welcome. And he looked at me and he's like, dude, do you know? You know what? I didn't listen further. I just thought to myself, this guy's also going to speak about this line. And he's like, do you know? And I'm like, oh, this is the line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no what? He's like, that you're going to be the in this class.
Oh, the oldest.
I'm like, and I put everything in. Craig, I didn't sleep for that time. I have a car, I had to take a train. And sometimes, obviously late coming was the thing.
Yes.
From that train station in North End,
It's a long way.
up to Central. And it's an uphill, Craig.
That's a long way up there.
Look,
Yeah.
I built the calves, the legs that I have today up that hill. Because there was many mornings where I had like 15, 20 minutes to get to class. Is that door is closed? It's closed.
You miss out.
And but that is the sacrifices we do. And there was a lot of sacrifices I had to make. Family I had to make. I had to consider them as well.
Yeah.
But those are the lessons that you take your family with, but you are teaching your kids.
It's part of the journey, yeah.
Yeah, teaching your kids that follow your dream. There's nothing that says, there's no rule book here that says.
That's true. I think we often doubt ourselves. We think,
Yes.
I missed my dream and it's too late now, but it's actually never too late.
It's never too late, correct? And you know what? The nice thing is when my first patient I treated, this is what I want to do, and I wanted more. And
So let's fast forward to Relay EMS. 2012, eh?
yeah,
You jumped on board there.
1st of May. Can you
1st of
believe
May.
it?
Okay. 2012, 1st of May.
Yes,
The
that
start
was,
of Relay EMS.
yeah, that was the other journey.
Yeah.
Also something that was just, correct, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
You didn't even have an ambulance, did you?
No, Craig.
Did you? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Not even a desk.
Yeah.
To be honest, got there. Richard was already there. Also that leap of faith.
Yeah, so saw something brand new from the ground up.
Yo, it's a leap of faith where there's nothing. People were like asking me, "Are you crazy? Has niks aan nie." What? But okay.
But you knew
It's just something in me told me, you know what?
this is the right thing to do.
And once again, that journey, very important. We had to make this thing work.
Yeah.
Look, it wasn't easy. I can tell you now. It's
We had
still
some
not.
sleepless nights there.
Some. Yo, Craig, like we said just now, 9 o'clock, you're out. I think I'm catching up now. No, but at the end of the day, it's besides the calling, it's about passion.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
we fast forward to today now, 2025 already.
Yeah.
And I suppose passion is an important thing. You spoke about some passion as well. And I don't think anybody would doubt you that you're probably the most passionate person about relay. I think wherever you go, you talk about relay, you live relay, you breathe relay. I don't think I've hardly ever seen you out of uniform.
Yeah, Craig. I
Probably
don't-
wouldn't recognize you out of uniform.
even at home.
Yeah.
If I'm like on my off days, weekends or so, then they're like, oh, you know.
So people notice your passion. So
Yeah,
what keeps your passion going?
So to me, Craig, passion, how I see passion, it's obviously not a mood.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. I don't see it as mood swings.
Yes. No.
We were speaking about change of life earlier. That is a good example. But passion is not a mood. It's not something that comes and goes. Or
Yeah.
you only when the sun shines on you. You know, it's a discipline. It's not me choosing. I'm gonna now when somebody phones here, I'm gonna go out looking like, the whole world is. We have to actually show.
Always bring your best. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be passionate about what we do because it just shines on, and it's funny enough how patients can actually feel.
Yeah.
That passion actually,
Yes.
the way we attend to them and the questions that we ask and the way that we ask questions.
But your passion not just for patients. You don't treat patients that often, no?
Mm-mm,
You're
no.
more involved with clients.
Yeah, and
The other side of the ambulance now.
that came along as well. But as you said at the beginning, I love talking.
Yeah.
I love discussing things with clients. But that passion actually boils over to more to in a sense of assisting people. I can still do your blood pressure, do an
Yes,
ECG, enough to assist you. That I can still do, but now on being on the other side,
Yeah.
where when we see or when you know about it, when we see actually clients, there's nothing wrong with the client.
No.
He just has a problem, and we need to get
Helping
in
with a solution then. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the thing that what makes us different is not without giving our secrets away. I think what makes us different is we really go out and show our passion as to solve problems for a lot of clients
Yes. Yeah.
in and around the Bay. And that is just what drives me also.
No, it is, yeah. Because I think it's important to build those relationships, and we've talked about relationships and the importance of relationships. And I think we often talk about, the fact that relationships is something that's ongoing. It doesn't just start when I need an ambulance today. I'm going to phone the ambulance. It's something that you've got to build before you actually get to the point where you need an ambulance. So how do you build those relationships? How do you keep engaged with people?
When you speak about when we refer to relationships in this industry, it's not all about talking. A relationship is not built on just talking.
No.
It's basically built when you arrive on scene or you are there.
Yes, yeah.
And you would know our best relationships with clients or with people is when we just listen to them. We just sit there.
That's true, yeah.
We just
Listen
sit
to the
there
stories that they tell.
and we listen to their stories and we take out what we need.
Yes.
And then we build something from there. And I think that is where relationship actually gets stronger because they actually see that the trust is there.
Yes.
I can
I
trust.
was going to ask about trust now because trust is an important thing.
Very important.
People want to trust us, and
Yes.
they trust us with their lives sometimes.
Yeah.
And trust and relationships go together, so we can't build one without the other.
No, but it is, and that is an important factor because I think, it feeds on each other because you can't have trust and not a relationship.
Yes.
You can't have a relationship without trusting that person. And we can have the best of equipment. We can have the first ambulance here that can change into a helicopter. But if there's no relationship and there's no trust, you're just gonna have an ambulance that can change into a helicopter overnight. And I think that trust, basically, that's the fuel for anything.
That is,
Not only in EMS, not only with clients.
But I think, in particular in EMS, trust is a very important.
Very
thing.
important thing.
People
need
trust
to-
us with various things, not just phoning us for an ambulance. They trust for other things as well.
Yeah, no, and if you want to speak about relay, we speak about the people themselves, because we have a tendency to forget, that's what we discussed also earlier, is first and foremost, we've got a husband, a father, an uncle, an aunt, a girlfriend, boyfriend, a brother,
Yeah.
or a sister working for us. And before they put on that uniform, those people,
Yes.
when they put on that uniform, we see them as these superheroes.
Yes. I must say that when I put this on and I put the badge on, there's something special about putting the badge on, and you wear it with some pride because
You become this
Yeah.
Captain Relay with the muscles and everything.
True,
Because we it's, yeah, you say you're proud of it, but it's a culture.
There's a special culture, a different culture, and we've often talked about the relay way.
Yeah,
And people talk about, what is the relay way, but there is something different about relay.
there
And
is.
sometimes you can't always put your finger on it and say this is the specific thing, but there's something very different about it.
I know
I think
there
that's
is.
what the attraction is, and that's what the culture is.
Yeah, no,
We
that
talk
patient.
about the nice things, and sometimes it's not, like we said, sometimes it's not just about the equipment, it's just
Yeah.
the way your attitude is towards the patient, the way
Exactly.
you approach them, the way you speak to them,
And-
a pillow under their head, the blanket over them. There's very small things that make such a big difference.
Yeah,
The relay way.
Yeah, putting on the safety
Yes.
straps, and
Communication with the patient,
Yeah.
relaying what's happening.
because they're the ones that, who phones an ambulance just because.
Not that I know of.
Exactly. So they at their worst time
Yes.
in their life, or on that day, and then they phone the relay.
That's true. And that starts with our EOC, our Emergency Operations Center.
Yeah,
The
they-
culture there.
Yeah.
That
So
they answer that phone first.
imagine the culture is there, and I can tell
That
you
compassion,
now.
that respect for patients. And
Yes, because it's, I don't know what is the stats on it, but very seldomly the patient phones.
No.
Maybe it's a family
If I'm
member.
collapsed on the floor, I'm not going to be phoning.
And that's very impressive, where you actually receive a compliment with regards to how the call was taken.
Yes. Very
That-
special that.
That already tells you that you can go into that call, you can investigate it, you're gonna get a compliment from the family member
Yes.
on how the medics actually, because it started well
Yes.
off here.
At the call. So a quick one before we end off here. Looking ahead, what excites you most about relay? The future.
The future,
Yeah.
Craig, is the thing that really excites me. You know how I am. I
Yes.
guess. The passion, the excitement, I'm all over the show, but is actually where we're going.
Yes.
For the near future, I want Relay EMS to actually be the go-to.
Yes.
Not only EMS company,
Not just for an ambulance.
not just for an ambulance, but
So you've got various means and methods now, and
exactly.
we've got some great services that extend beyond an ambulance now. I think
But
some
that's
very
the thing.
exciting things coming out there.
And yeah, further in the podcast, I hope we will cover
Yes,
that,
we'll
and
look at
so
some of
that,
those.
so that people can understand that it's not just going to be an ambulance service.
So I think our passion is moving not out of ambulance services, but still within medical. We've got that passion, but it's a broader sense or broader perspective now
Yeah.
that we're looking at.
Yeah, no, I think that is very important, because it comes back to needs. There will still be a need
Yes, sir.
for an ambulance, but it's like it's like we
But
can
before the
say,
ambulance gets there, there's some other things that we can.
yes, it will have its place,
Yes.
and but I still think what we are currently busy with at Relay, I can't foresee the future, but I can tell you it's going to be a
Exciting.
bright one.
Yeah, it's very
It's gonna
exciting.
be bright, exciting.
Exciting. I think really there's something forward. We're growing. We're moving forward.
Yeah, no, I think
It's an
that's
exciting
the thing.
future.
It's not, we're not stagnating,
No.
and just think this is another ambulance service
No.
with the same lights and same sirens, and no, I think it's really gonna be something, a wow factor. That.
But before we end, I suppose we can't not end without you promoting Relay a little bit. So if you do need an ambulance, or a medical emergency, how are we going to get hold of you guys? How are we going to get hold of you?
Me?
Get hold of Relay.
Oh, I just want to say, no. Okay, so normally it's the 0861 061 number.
Yeah.
I still have it right there.
Yes, put it right there.
All right, so that is actually
24/7, eh?
24/7, 365.
Okay, cool.
Lovely ladies there.
We've got an amazing emergency operations team that works.
Look at those ladies. They know. They know.
I think when we get them on the podcast, we're going to have that's going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, I think they'll most probably get more views than us.
Yeah.
But okay. No, and then our WhatsApp number. It's 073 00 00911.
Yeah.
You still like it the way I say it?
Yeah. Good one.
It sounds nice, eh? That's our WhatsApp number.
And WhatsApp, you can pop some voice notes on there.
Yeah,
send locations with a message as well.
Yeah,
so
with a message.
Nice way to communicate or connect with Relay as well.
Yeah, nice, easy way. And we know most people are on data.
Yeah, most people use WhatsApp nowadays.
Yeah,
it's become quite popular.
That's the in thing. And then obviously the app that was launched recently, that is also a way. Emergency, you can't plan it.
No, you can't plan it. I haven't seen an emergency pop up my diary yet. I've checked my calendar for the next 6 months ahead, and I haven't seen an emergency in there yet.
Yeah, so I also tried that.
Might be alright still.
I also tried that, and then nope. I asked ChatGPT.
No, you ask it as well.
Yeah, he says, nah, man, you. What would I do? No, but I did ask, and then he's like, no, sorry, but that's one thing you can't plan.
Yeah, you can't.
But no, that is actually how you can get hold of them. Besides now, obviously our info, that is like emails.
Yeah, info@relayems.co.za.
Yeah, and
connect with us, our website as well, and our Facebook page.
Oh, and obviously these channels.
Yeah, so we'll be on Spotify now. Yeah, YouTube channel.
Hey.
So
Okay, can I dance on the channel?
TikTok.
Great. So before we end off here, where did you actually come visit me today?
Yeah, we're actually in Jeffreys Bay today.
Lekker, hè?
Yeah, so we're at our base in Jeffreys Bay.
Jeffreys Bay.
We just came from the beach now. We were out there at the surf contest.
Yeah, we didn't swim.
See what's happening out there. The trommel board didn't work well as a surfboard. They wouldn't let us enter. Maybe we'll try next year again.
Yeah, but that's all fun and games, man, because it's not always serious. I mean, our people.
So we came to visit the staff here, do a bit of marketing.
Yeah,
some promo for the. Can you believe it's October already? So December's coming up. So we're planning for Jeffreys Bay. It gets busy December time.
Well, you can see it's busy here as well. A lot of visitors in town.
So guys, this is our channel. We'll be rolling out some more. And as we go along here, we'll be chatting some other staff, some different departments within Relay, some of the other departments that are part of Relay but not really part of Relay. Some other stuff happening, exciting
and
things.
What is coming up?
What is coming up.
Without giving any secrets away.
Yeah. And then we'll invite some special guests along the way as well to come and join us and share some of their stories too.
Yeah, I just hope that the video remained on.
Hope so as well.
I'm not going to do this over again.
I think after this we're going to chat to some of the guys from Jeffreys.
Yeah, we can just have
chat with them and see
a small chat with them, and then let's have some fun. Let's just see what makes them tick at the end of the day. And then thank you for having me, Craig.
Thank you, Sonny. Thanks for being part of the first one.
I knew it. I thought I was not going to be the first one.
We had to start somewhere.
I'm just easier, most probably.
I think the passion for Relay and what you do, and it speaks of volumes. So it's always great having you on board there. So I'm sure your followers will be following you a little bit more now. And maybe pop some comments there back to Solly again and just let them know.
But I mean, even the viewers can suggest. If they want
some content,
or
some stories. What stories would you like to see about Relay? What's the other side of the ambulance you would like to see?
I mean,
there's a lot that happens every day.
A lot, eh?
It's not just the ambulance arriving on scene. It's a lot happens before that as well.
Really, eh? And I mean,
and we've got a whole department behind that as well, eh? The whole back office team. Events team as well. Events department.
Those guys are rock stars, eh?
So we've got many things behind the scenes at Relay as well. So connect with us and we'll show you some of those things.
And our fleet is driven by a lady.
Yes. So we got some amazing people at Relay. And you guys get to meet them and see what they do and hear some of their stories too.
Yeah.
So I think before we give all the stories away,
okay,
we'll probably have to cut it off here. But thank you.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you for visiting me here in
Jeffreys Bay.
Jeffreys Bay. I think you brought some lovely weather.
Some beautiful weather out there today. I left my costume around there.
Is it?
No
wonder they told us we can't go on that surfboard there. No man, Craig. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.